And welcome back everyone, it's me Picky Gamer here. Welcome back to more Mutant Genetic Gladiator news. So guys, a little behind schedule with the news, but anyway, let's carry on. This is going to be the what's upcoming for the end of this month and the start of next month. So what's currently happening right now is For Honor. That's on for sale in the shops, where you can get 3 of these nightly mutants for I believe it's 2,000 gold. Yes. So my theory is, if you haven't got all 3 of these mutants, then it's a good deal to get them. But if you've got one of them, then you're like, you're spending 1,000 gold on each, and it's maybe not worth it then. Again, to each his own if you want to purchase that. Then we had the 500 jackpot tokens for, how much was it? Was it for 400 gold or 200 gold? I'm not quite sure, but that was yesterday, or the day, yesterday's, guys. So you've unfortunately missed that if you wanted to get that. I always tend to get it because in the exchange office, when they change those mutants, you want to get the mutant worth 300 jackpot tokens. Also coming up is the incredible offer where you can get the banker and gold for real money. And that's my dog scratching out the door in case you can hear it, but I don't know if you can. And then you got Bushido, which looks like samurai, 3 samurai mutants. And how much would they be for? 3 samurai mutants, looks like it's for 2,485 gold. So it's a weird number that they've got there. Same goes as the previous one. If you got one of those 3 mutants, I wouldn't invest in it personally. And then obviously for 24 hours only, you get a mutant each and every day, and we'll run through them individually when we get there. And coming up for next month is back for 24 hours only. You get more mutants. You've got a bug in my face, a small one. Yeah, I can just imagine I'm going like that, like what, picky fart or something. Anyway, you got the Zodiac box for sale. Look, if you haven't got any Zodiacs, it may be worth a spin, but well, yeah, probably if you haven't got any, it's worth a spin. If you've got more than 50%, it's probably not worth spending gold just to try and risk getting them. You'd rather buy them individually. New missions available, so there's going to be more missions and where you get challenge tokens from, as well as other goodies. Exceptional bank offer. So let me see if I can see what exactly is going to happen there. So that's real money for a certain amount of gold, a couple of challenge tokens chucked in, and this mutant, which is a really good mutant. But look, personally, it's not worth spending 24 bucks plus on to get them and some gold. So I personally wouldn't. And then you got what I'm excited for this time around is this compound sales. So obviously these compounds, you can get the genetic ones, the Sabre, the Necro, Alien, Beast and all that through the PvE events. But I'm looking to get that middle one, which is just like a custom. You can put any mutant on it. It earns the most gold credits in it. So I'm looking most forward to getting that one. And then you got what looks like a Beast box to get. I'd love to pull the Beast mutant in the middle of it, but may not happen. And then you got Meet the Gods. So limited offer. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 gods there. I'm not going to go for them because I actually have them all. But let's just see if I can find what they were. 2,500 gold. That's that's good value. If you haven't got any of them, go for it. But look, I've got every single one of those mutants, so that's going to be just pointless for me. And that sums up that. So let's do the day by day of what's going on. So currently we're at the 28th, which in the shop you should have this. So I don't know the mutants' names. This one says Martyrs, but I'm sure that's wrong. This is in a different language, this site that I'm reading it from. He's available now. It's like he's got big hands and he claps. It will be next to me right there. But yeah, he's available at the store on the 28th, which is the release of this video. That's the current date, 28th, and he's released now. Also, you've got the incredible offer of the gold and the bankers. Look, this was good. If you've got the bounty hunter, probably not worthwhile spending real cash to get that. To each his own, though, to each his own. And then as we continue on the 29th, you've got this Necro Robot Mutant. That will be there as well. Up for sale, to each his own. If you get it, it's an okay mutant. None of these singular mutants is probably worth getting unless it's for credits. If you haven't got that mutant for credits, then get it. But I wouldn't recommend any one of these for golds. And then also on the 29th, you've got the buy two get one free level 4 boost orbs, which, you know, look, they were good, but, you know, if you can buy level 5, you might as well. And then you've got another mutant on the 30th, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it's an alien slash necro one. That's probably the best of the bunch, but again, I'm not going to spend gold on these things personally. You got this another Sabre mutant here on the 31st. It's a good mutant, but again, it's not a top tier mutant. That's what I'm saying about all these mutants that are available for this coming month, this end of this month and this coming month. You know, none of them are outstanding. None of them are to the quality of like Owlock, Ergen, and Stilguard. None of them are at that rank. So if you're free to play player, save your gold until we get another release of one of those types of mutants. Also on the 31st, you've got the Bushido, which is the 3 samurai mutants for sale for some gold. As I said before, if you have got one of them, they're not worth getting. If you haven't got any of them, it's good value. Free to play, save your gold. If you're pay to play, you probably have these mutants anyway. Moving on the 1st of next month, you get the this chicken, space chicken dude, on the 1st. So I think it's got a bleed effect, and I'm not a fan of bleed effect mutants. So yeah, probably won't get him. And then on the 2nd, you've got Nameless King. I actually know a mutant there, and then you've got this heroic mutant as well at the same time. You know, look, I'm a fan of heroic mutants, but yes, they're hard to come by with trying to feel like your bingo grid for them. So it's worth getting, but again, free to play, save your money until you get an absolute god mutant release. But both of those mutants are pretty good, actually. They're probably I really rate Nameless King. I do like that mutant personally. Also on the 2nd, you've got 50 XP jar bottles. Now, depending on how much they cost, which let me just have a look, 800 gold. Like, I'm not seeing what pops up on the screen, just in case you're wondering. I do them separately when I record the video. 800. Look. No, I'm not going to get them. I'm not going to get it. No need for me to get it. The only reason why I would use them is because in the black hole experiment, if you mix 5 level 1 orbs and 2 of these XP jars, you have a 30 to 40% chance of getting a level 4 orb. But look, I don't think I need that personally anyway. You know, I'm buying the level 5 orbs anyway. And then you got this Chipmunk mutant on the 3rd available. Yeah, look, it's okay. Again, isn't going to be something I rave about, especially for 1,530 gold. Yeah, nothing I'd rave over. Probably stay away from that personally. And then we have the Zodiac box on the same day of the 3rd. If you haven't got much Zodiacs, this is probably the cheapest way to get them. But if you've got more than half of the Zodiacs, it's probably not worth taking the risk to get the box. If you saw one of my recent videos on trying to pull mutants out of the spring box, I believe it was. I pulled 2 of the same mutants. So, wasn't worth it, guys. And then you've got this another mutant available here on the 4th. It's going to be a busy day on the 4th here. Let's see. I don't think it's displaying the names. Amako. Probably not his name. It's a shame this site isn't available in English for me personally. 900 gold. It's a little worth it, but again, it's not a top tier mutant. If you've got one of those mutants that I described, even if Buck Norris is much better than him, and you can breed Buck Norris on your own as a legendary mutant. But he's available on the 4th for 900 gold if you would like him. Also on the 4th, you've got the new missions available, which I don't know if I have the information of what to do. No, I don't. So I'm in the dark of what you have to do to complete those missions. And then you've got the exceptional bank offer where you get, look, I'm tempted to get that mutant. It is a fairly good mutant, but the minimum price is $25. Now I can't remember if that's Australian dollars or not, probably not to me, but it's just not worth it to spend 24 of your hard-earned dollars to get one mutant. Like, you know, when they have gold for sale, you can get a butt ton of gold worth more than what that mutant is for the same price of $25. So I would hold off unless you really like spending money. In that case, if you do, you probably already have this mutant. Okay, moving on. So on the 5th, you've got this, I believe it's a Necro mutant bird thing, which, yeah, stay away from. It's not the best. If it's worth for gold, then obviously, yeah, it's worth for credit. So if you haven't got it, fill in your bingo grid. If you've got it, yeah, you don't need it anymore, unless they stuff up on the credits. Okay, and then on the same day of the 5th, you've got the those compounds available, so 50% off all of them. So instead of 1,000 for the very best one in the middle, it's 500. So if you've got a lot of gold backed up, these are worth getting. Free to play players, look, just stay away from them and use the compounds that you get from the PvE tournaments. Personally, on the 6th, you've got this Tinkerbell, or Tinkerblade, I think it's actually called, if my memory serves me right. Look, it's a fast mutant. It's a very old mutant, probably not worth the gold, even though it's only 720. Yeah, so stay away. She's been available heaps of times for you to grab, but especially if you're a long-term player, you probably already have her. And then you've got this cool mutant with this cannon on the back for 1,000. I don't know much about it, but again, you know, unless you see mutants in the PvE tournaments a lot, it's you know what's worth getting, judging by what people have in the PvE tournaments, and this guy isn't. And then you got Meet the Gods. So I'm going to stay away from this because I have every single one of those mutants. And so, yeah, it's 2,500. That's good value for 4 mutants. If you haven't got any of them, that's good value. They are very powerful mutants. I actually rate all of them. They're not in the A grade or S grade class. They're at 1 or 2 levels below that, but they are pretty good mutants. And then to end it all off, we'll talk about the PvE. There's new PvE tournament coming. You've got this weird beast. I don't have it, so obviously I can get him, fill it out. If you have got him, then do just the normal thing of going up to level 90 just to get the platinum star, as well as a bunch of other goodies there. The level 3 speed is pretty good once you reach level 40. And then obviously the compounds, if you're a free to play player, get those compounds. They're much better than the standard ones that you buy from credits from the shops. And obviously, yeah, you just pick up little bits and pieces of goodies there as you progress. And guys, that is it for the news today. So that's taking you all the way up to the 7th of the 6th, those what I have mentioned there. So guys, if you hopefully I'll get back on track with these as well when I get the information's available. I'll release them straight away. I was a little behind schedule. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this little news flash, give it a thumbs up. But anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.